This episode of Static is brought to you by Red Dirt Brothers Guitars. I'm George Lang, and this is Static. My guest today, the Pretty Black Chains, formed from the ashes of several other successful Oklahoma City bands. They're currently working on songs for a new album, and you can see them live in July at D-Fest in Tulsa. This is the Pretty Black Chains.
Every single person in this band brings something to the table, and that gives us like a whole smorgasbord of stuff to choose from. I mean,
we definitely have good chemistry, and that goes back to the let's just have fun. We try not to overthink things too much in the songwriting process. We just kind of like, you like that? Yeah, I like that too. Cool.
Yeah.
Instead of overthinking things and chopping it up. But
I guess a great pop song just sticks. You might think it's mediocre or kind of crappy, but when somebody comes up to you after the show and is humming like a chorus or something like that, you did something right. The first show I was all kind of nerves. I just sort of stood there and tried to dance around a little bit, but I kind of looked like an idiot. And then I don't know, I just stopped thinking about it and just kind of shut my brain off and just went crazy. And then at the end of the show, just all smiles and back up and go home. I wouldn't call it like therapy, but that's just kind of like the way I deal with stuff sometimes. Just let it out on stage, whether I just kind of throw stuff or just go a little wild. And who wants to go to a show and see somebody stand there? I want a show. If I go to a show, I want a show.
There's some bands that are appropriate for
Yeah.
If you went and saw like some mellow band and they were all jumping around like a bunch of idiots, you'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Once
when I saw Monotonix,
we were just like, oh
changed
my
my
God,
life.
we just got to start throwing stuff.
That was when I realized that
acting crazy.
Well, because it's like the songs aren't super fantastic, but seeing them live, they're just absolutely electric.
Oh yeah.
We
had no idea what we were even going to see.
We saw them at Conservatory right before South by Southwest. I think there was probably 20 people there, and they played like they were in front of 20,000 people, and that's the kind of mentality that I want to bring every time I play, because they had people eating out of the palm of their hand.
Oh yeah, and I'm guaranteeing you all 20 of those people told at least 10 people, because they're nuts. They crowd surf with the entire drum set. They have the crowd hold up their drum set. The guitar player's on his back. The singer is standing on trash cans, all while they're crowd surfing. And they're like jumping off stuff. And I think they played, 4 or 5 shows at South by Southwest, and they said every single show they got cut off.
Maybe not everybody enjoys us, but it's a good feeling. It's like one person will come up after the show and be like, oh my God, that was one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. We play these shows with bands that we sound nothing like, which is very cool, but at the same time, I like to surprise people, and that's part of the appeal of playing in Oklahoma City is there's such an eclectic taste. I think that's one of the appeals to me too. It's I love going to shows that are just all la-di-da and people are trying to put out a message with their music, and I just love taking a crap on their night, I love scaring somebody. It's just fun because they get shocked, but at the end of the show they're just their heart's beating like a million miles a second, and it's kind of like a new feeling to them, and I love giving people that feeling. It's great.